Hello and welcome back to Seer's Path. I'm back with your July energy update. I have a few themes to share with you, and you can choose these themes that resonate the most or combination of parts of this reading that matter the most to you and can help you navigate energies of July forward. So the theme number one is Voyage of the Heart, which is accompanied by these three cards: the Hermit, the Ten of Coins, along with the Mercury energy. What this brings us to is the invitation to explore the journey of your heart, how you move through love and how love moves through you and comes back to you. Sounds a little complex, but it's not really that complex. Let me explain. This theme encourages a deep reflection on what truly brings you fulfillment, whether in your relationships, whether it's in your professional life or your personal pursuits or well-being overall. I would also like you to reflect on what is that in your life today that you would truly like to do more of than the others, because this thing or this relationship or this pursuit, maybe at a professional level or personal level, gives you deep satisfaction at the end of the day in comparison to the others. This also means that you're invited to do those things even more, meaning carving out more time, carving out more energy, and be very mindful and intentional about it. That means you're pouring in to these aspects more than the others that may not be of so much value, because your heart and your soul realize very well that it gets a deep level of satisfaction here, and it wants you genuinely to engage with these more. These are perhaps also parts of sometimes your past life karmas, or some of the skills that you are carrying with you that need more attention, or there are times when you need more attention in the activities or areas that you need to learn more of in this current lifetime. Depending upon your context, those areas could differ. But the point is that you might have been in a habit of seeing half glass empty in life, right? Especially in this fast-paced world. You feel like you're on a hamster wheel all the time, trying to protect yourself at different levels, whether it's financially, health-wise, or well-being, and ultimately creating a more stable life that rewards you with freedom, or essentially a sense of security. So that's what the whole purpose feels like at this time. But July is changing. It's creating a different narrative that needs a shift. So all of this is coming out of deep-seated fears around security and stability that I want you to acknowledge, if you can, if that's true for you. So instead of focusing on life that feels like half glass empty, you will need to shift your narrative, your lens, to what really matters. And to close it all, reflect on where love is most needed in your life, whether it's towards yourself, whether it's towards others in your particular relationships, whether it's about your neglected pursuits or parts of you deep within that need attention. So by mindfully nurturing those areas, you will invite greater abundance and energy into your life. The theme number two is about your expansion in life that brings you success. And when it comes to success, this could mean many different things for different people, and depends upon how you look at success as, how you define it. The cards that I pulled out here are the cards of Fool. There is the star energy along with the astrological energy of the sun. Now, what this means is that this is a great time to pursue any new things in life, especially the ones that you have been delaying for a long time, for whatever reasons. But many of you may start to quickly think about things that are very material in nature now. So it's very normal, very natural. As an example, you want to get a new job, right? You want to get a promotion, or let's say start a new business, new endeavor of some kind. But things may come to you at a very materialistic level with your first instinct. And that's okay too. It's not a bad thing as long as it resonates with you, it makes sense in your life at this point, and it's important to you. But it's important that you have a strong foundation for anything that you're about to jump into. And strong foundations are only built when you pay attention to the inner world, because that's where you seed ideas and you take actions from ultimately. As an example, if you're about to begin something that is driven by deep-seated fears or ego or a sense of entitlement of some kind, the outcome of that endeavor will reflect that in some way. Which means, let's say you start off something with deep-seated a sense of entitlement that you must do this and you must have a response for something. You will see there'll be a lot of barriers and restrictions, which means you will not have access to the outcomes that you would have imagined for yourself. But if you're intentional and you choose curiosity instead of only thinking about the outcome, you will notice that so many other paths actually open up for you. And every path will feel like success in some way or the other, depending upon how you look at it again as. So keep your ego in check, but your confidence up as well. And reach out to the people who can help you do the shadow work or healing your inner parts before you go full force into your endeavors. Essentially, you're expanding your life for sustained success, yes, but not just at a material level, but also at an internal level. Theme number 3 is around reaching your destinations and having your light shining brightly. Now, the energies that are accompanying this theme are the Lovers, the Seven of Wands, and the Neptune energy. Now, what does this hold for you? What does it really mean? My first question to you is, where are you going? And what's your destination that you're choosing for yourself? And as you pursue what you're pursuing, whether it's a relationship or whether it's something at your professional level or deeply personal level, do you feel that you have been able to be your authentic self? That's the key question. And if you truly say yes, then great. July will be very, very promising for you in terms of moving ahead towards success. But if you say no, then July will be very interesting, and not in a very bad way, but a very meaningful way. And this will be a time for you to release any self-defense mechanisms that are not serving you anymore. You have perhaps created this invisible shield or boundary around yourself that's acting as a barrier for the right kind of people, right kind of energies to reach you or enter your life and help you shine in your life overall. If you've been struggling, as an example, with your relationships and trying to find, let's say, a new partner or trying to reignite love in your relationships or any connections, whether it's with friends or with family, reflect on what has been keeping harmony and peace at bay from those connections, especially from your end. What's your contribution there? Do you have rigid boundaries or do you have weak boundaries that people are walking all over you? Maybe that's the case. Do you feel that you're too vulnerable in front of people? Or do you feel more anxious in presence of certain people or certain connections? So there could be several aspects or experiences that you're having that are turning relationships into toxic relationships. But this is the time for you to break the toxicity and clean up your acts when it comes to relationships, especially, or making very informed, heartful choices when you choose your relationships and connections, and expressing them to others instead of holding them to yourself. So be clear of what do you want in relationships that will give you some sort of psychological safety as well, and a safety around your heart where you feel grounded, you feel heard, you feel that you're progressing and feeling loved overall. So very much a time for release of old patterns and habits that are not serving you very well and expressing them and starting fresh with renewed energy in life. And that's it for now. Hope you resonate with some of these key themes for July and you navigate July really well. All the best for that. And if you like the content, don't forget to subscribe and comment, and I will see you next time.